The world's greatest hero loses everything in a single day. The most painful part? He caused it himself. Peter Parker's secret identity is exposed to the entire world. Overnight, he goes from friendly neighborhood hero to public enemy number one. Cameras follow him everywhere. Strangers judge him. His friends suffer because of him. And for the first time, Spider-Man realizes that saving the world is easy, but protecting the people you love is impossible. Peter, MJ, and Ned suddenly become the center of a worldwide scandal. Even after legal help clears Peter of murder accusations, the damage is done. Colleges reject them. Their future disappears. Peter watches helplessly as the people he loves pay the price for his choices. Desperate and out of options, Peter turns to the one man who might change reality itself, Dr. Strange. But some spells should never be cast. Dr. Strange agrees to make the world forget Peter Parker is Spider-Man. Simple. Until Peter keeps changing the spell mid-cast. MJ should remember. Ned too. Aunt May. Happy. The spell becomes unstable. Reality breaks. And somewhere across the multiverse, visitors begin arriving. The first sign of disaster arrives on a highway bridge. Peter meets a man with mechanical arms and impossible strength. Dr. Octopus. But something is wrong. This isn't Peter's enemy. This villain comes from another universe. And he isn't alone. Soon, more strangers emerge from broken realities. A scientist who becomes a monster. A man made of electricity. A reptilian predator. And a lonely man trapped behind a mask of destruction. These villains all share one terrible fate. He died fighting Spider-Man. And now they've been given a second chance. Dr. Strange has a solution. Send them back. But Peter learns a horrifying truth. Sending them home means sending them to die. For Peter Parker, saving people isn't optional. Even villains. Against Dr. Strange himself, Peter fights to protect the very people who once tried to kill Spider-Man. Because being a hero means believing anyone can change. Even monsters. Peter brings the villains to Happy's apartment. Using science, not violence, he attempts the impossible. Cure them. For a brief moment, it works. Dr. Octopus regains his mind. Hope returns. Then everything falls apart. The Green Goblin was never gone. He was waiting. And now, he's awake. Chaos explodes through the apartment. The villains escape. Peter fights desperately. And then tragedy strikes. Aunt May lies wounded. Peter rushes to save her. She looks at him with love and says the words every Spider-Man fan knows. With great power, there must also come great responsibility. Moments later, she dies. In that instant, Peter Parker loses the person who believed in him most. The hero who saves everyone couldn't save his own family. Broken and consumed by rage, Peter disappears. MJ and Ned search desperately. Then something impossible happens. Ned accidentally opens a portal. Not to their Peter. To another Spider-Man. Then another. 3 Spider-Men. 3 lives shaped by loss. 3 heroes carrying the same pain. Together, they share stories of failure. Lost loved ones. Mistakes. Regrets. One Spider-Man lost Gwen. Another lost Uncle Ben. And now this Peter has lost Aunt May. For the first time, Peter realizes he isn't alone. Pain didn't destroy them. It made them heroes. The final battle begins at the Statue of Liberty. 3 Spider-Men swing together across the sky. A moment fans thought they would never see. Working as one, they cure the villains one by one. Sandman, Lizard, Electro, even Dr. Octopus. But one enemy remains. The Green Goblin. Peter's rage explodes. He beats Goblin brutally. For a moment, he's ready to kill. Then another Spider-Man stops him. Because revenge doesn't heal pain. Only creates more. Reality itself is collapsing. People from every universe are breaking through. Dr. Strange cannot stop it. There is only one solution. Peter makes the greatest sacrifice imaginable. He asks the world to forget Peter Parker ever existed. Not Spider-Man. Peter Parker. Everyone. MJ. Ned. Everyone. The spell works. The multiverse closes. The world is saved. Peter loses everything. Later, Peter visits MJ. She doesn't recognize him. Neither does Ned. He could tell them the truth. He could bring them back into his life. This time, Peter chooses their happiness over his own. He walks away alone. In a tiny apartment. With a homemade suit. No Avengers. No fame. No family. Just Spider-Man. Cause true heroes don't save the world for recognition. They do it even when nobody remembers their name. And somewhere above New York, Spider-Man swings once again. Alone. But never defeated.